Personal area network. Let's start small. Really small. The personal area network, or PAN for short, is exactly what it sounds like. It's a network that revolves entirely around you. This is the smallest type of network you will ever use. It usually covers a range of about 10 meters, or roughly 33 feet. You aren't going to be connecting a whole office building with this. Instead, PANs are designed for your personal convenience. They connect your own devices to each other within a single room. Most of the time, this happens over Bluetooth or USB. When you sync your smartwatch to your phone, send a photo to your laptop via AirDrop, or connect a wireless mouse, you are building a PAN. It is designed for low power consumption, so it doesn't drain your batteries instantly. It's not meant for moving huge files, but for quick, simple connections. Think of it like the invisible bubble connecting your wireless earbuds to the phone in your pocket. It's your own private digital circle.
Local Area Network, LAN. Now let's zoom out a little bit to the Local Area Network, or LAN. This is probably the network you interact with the most every single day. A LAN connects devices within a specific physical location. This could be your house, an office floor, or a school building. If you are gaming at home or printing a document at work, you are using a LAN. Traditionally, these networks rely on Ethernet cables. You know those clunky cables you plug into the back of your PC? That connection offers high speed and very low delay, which is why gamers and offices love it. The main point of a LAN is sharing. It lets all the connected devices share resources like printers, file servers, and most importantly, internet access. Unlike the internet itself, a LAN is privately owned. You or your company manage it, not some giant telecom provider. Think of this as the digital plumbing inside your house that lets your PC talk to your printer.
Wireless Local Area Network. Okay, but what if you hate cables? That brings us to the Wireless Local Area Network, or WLAN. You almost definitely know this better by its other name, Wi-Fi. This is just a variation of the LAN we just talked about, but instead of physical copper cables, it uses radio waves to connect your devices. The biggest advantage here is mobility. You can walk from the kitchen to the bedroom without losing your connection. You aren't tethered to a wall socket. To make this work, you need a wireless router or an access point to broadcast the signal. However, there is a trade-off. WLANs are generally slower than wired connections and can get interrupted by interference. If your microwave is running or there are too many walls, your signal might drop. Security is also huge here because your data is flying through the air, so passwords are essential. This is exactly what you're using when you scroll through social media on the couch without plugging in a cable. Metropolitan Area Network, much bigger. A metropolitan area network, or MAN, covers a larger geographic area, typically an entire city or a large university campus. Imagine you have a company with an office downtown and a warehouse on the outskirts of the city. A MAN connects those separate local area networks together into one big network. These are often built and managed by internet service providers or city governments. They use high-speed fiber optics or copper cabling to cover distances up to 50 kilometers. It serves as the backbone for things like cable television networks or citywide Wi-Fi projects. It is significantly faster than a global network, but covers way more ground than a simple office LAN. It's the network that lets a bank's downtown headquarters talk to its branch office across town instantly.
Wide Area Network, WAN. Now let's go global. The Wide Area Network, or WAN, is the largest type of network in existence. The most famous example of a WAN is something you are using right now, the internet. A WAN extends over countries, continents, or literally the entire globe. It connects smaller networks like LANs and MANs over vast distances. To do this, it relies on massive infrastructure like leased telecommunication lines, satellites in space, and giant undersea cables running across the ocean floor. Because the data has to travel so far, speeds can vary wildly depending on where you are. And unlike a LAN, a WAN isn't owned by one person. It is managed by multiple service providers all working together. If a LAN is your house, the WAN is the highway system connecting every city in the world.
Virtual Private Network, VPN. Finally, let's talk about security. A virtual private network, or VPN, isn't a physical network like the others. It is a technology that creates a secure connection over a less secure network, usually the internet. Think of the internet as a public highway. It's open, but anyone can see you driving by. A VPN acts like a secure, encrypted tunnel built right on top of that highway. It masks your IP address and your physical location. This is essential for remote employees who need to access private company files safely from their home Wi-Fi. It keeps the data safe from hackers or snooping eyes. It is also commonly used by regular people to bypass geographic restrictions on streaming content or to stay safe when using public Wi-Fi at a coffee shop. It's like driving a car with tinted windows through a public tunnel. Everyone knows you're there, but no one can see who you are or what you're carrying.
Campus Area Network, CAN. Let's find a middle ground. What if a LAN is too small but a metropolitan network is too big? That is where the Campus Area Network, or CAN, comes in. This is a network made up of connecting multiple local area networks within a limited specific space. You see this most often at universities, large K-12 school districts, or military bases. Imagine a university. The library has a LAN, the dorms have a LAN, and the science building has a LAN. The CAN is the bridge that connects all of these buildings together so they can share the same fast internet and internal servers. It is completely owned and managed by the organization, meaning they have total control over the security and speed. Think of it as a private neighborhood of networks, where every building is a house, but they all share the same backyard.
Storage Area Network, SAN. Now for something a bit more technical. The Storage Area Network, or SAN, is a specialized high-speed network that does one job. It stores data. In a normal office, if everyone tries to save huge files to the main server at the same time, the whole network slows down. A SAN solves this by moving that storage traffic onto its own dedicated network. It connects servers directly to data storage devices like disk arrays or tape libraries. To the user's computer, it looks like the storage is plugged right into their machine, but it's actually far away in a server room. This is mostly used by large companies or cloud providers who need to access massive amounts of data instantly without clogging up the regular office Wi-Fi. It's like having a dedicated high-speed cargo train track just for moving heavy boxes, so they don't block the cars on the highway.
Body Area Network, BAN. Finally, let's look at the future. We talked about personal area networks earlier, but technology is getting even closer to us. This is the Body Area Network, or BAN. While a PAN connects a phone to a laptop nearby, a BAN connects devices that are actually wearable or even implanted inside the human body. We are talking about smart health sensors, pacemakers, and advanced fitness trackers. These devices monitor vital signs like heart rate or glucose levels and sync that data to a central device, usually your smartphone. Because these devices are often medical, reliability is critical. They use extremely low power, so you don't have to charge your pacemaker every day. As biotech grows, this network type is becoming more common. It's basically the real-life version of the diagnostic system inside Iron Man's suit, constantly checking your health status in real time.